Okay, when people hear about international space, and most of the time they don't really have a very positive view on it. Is that justified?
It is justified. I mean, if I think of some of the stories, which I won't go through, that I heard when I first joined the international business, they are pretty scary stories. And I mean, how some of the advisors were getting away with it was very negative. But actually, what Hoxton have built and a number of other businesses in the market is a very similar model to the UK. We are not front-loading products, meaning that we're not just charging massive fees up front. We very much focus on the ongoing advice fee, and that holds our advisors accountable for the advice they're giving, similar to what they do within the UK, consumer duty. The fact that the advisors are charging an ongoing advice fee means a company can look into the fees they're charging and see if the advice we're giving is of value to the charges that they're charging a client.
So, okay, let's look at the international space, okay? Because if I'm a financial planner, I'm in the UK, might be going on LinkedIn, they're seeing Sam Oak sat in the swimming pool, like talking about how fantastic it is out there, and he's on the beach, and he looks like he's having a fantastic time. By the way, I am, right?
We all are.
It's amazing, right? Wake up in the morning, you look out the window, and it's sunny.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing actually how positive that is, right? On your
agreed.
mental health. It's insane, right? So yeah, there is massive benefits to living in Dubai right now, right? Tax-free.
Yeah. One of many, should we add?
So yeah, it's pretty awesome. But, you know, that means that people look at it and they think, well, I want that. I can do that as well. So I'll apply to Hoxton and I'll join Hoxton because it looks like they're a growing company and I'm a financial planner and I'll go over there and I'll be a success. What I want to do today is I just want to kind of give somebody a really solid understanding of what's required, what's needed from them to be an international financial planner, right? That's the key thing, because the last thing we want to do is mislead anybody about the realities of what it's like working in, say, Dubai, for example, right? Because not everybody makes it. It is a tough job. And let's dispel some myths and let's give people a good understanding of what we're looking for. So when they listen to this episode, by the end of it, hopefully they'll know whether or not to put a CV forward, or to work on themselves for a little bit longer before they make that leap to say, move over to Dubai and join us in the sunshine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's just talk about some of the people we got in the business at the moment, right? Because you joined us and you actually brought a team of people with you, didn't you?
Yeah, correct. I brought a team of advisors and BDs that joined from my previous company.
Fabulous. Did they have any assets that they brought to the table? Did they come with any clients?
They do have assets that will become available over 12 to 18 months, but from a starting point in January, everyone started at zero in terms of assets under management.
Okay, so they got some restricted covenants in place on other stuff, but they all started on zero.
Yes, correct.
Right. This is a great example, right? Let's talk about those people. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they started on zero. Okay. What's their backgrounds?
So the backgrounds are they have been through the more difficult side of the industry, which is the business development side, which I know is one bit that probably most UK advisors can't really get their head around, which is the sales side of the business.
Okay.
It's not cold calling. So it is how I suppose you can get as qualified as chartered and move forward on the qualifications. But if you can't get in front of people, those qualifications are invalid. They don't really help you because you can't give the advice to people unless you're in an employed role.
Yep.
For these advisors, they started on the business development side, so calling through leads in the system that had previously been approached by their previous company and getting their advisors in front of clients. So all of the advisors started on those roles, stepped up to advisor 2 or 3 years ago, had a very good success rate at our last company, and as we said, joined Hoxton on zero. So that's a bit about their background. Okay. All UK qualified. We're on the UAE license, so they weren't doing business in the US, Australia, like the rest of the advisors in Hoxton are currently doing.